Hi guys, and welcome to a brand new video. First of all, I want to start off by apologizing sincerely about me being absent from my channel for quite a while. I was kind of just burnt out between work and then doing videos and all that, so I decided to take a little bit of a break. And also my reading game has just been completely off, so hopefully I'm going to be able to change that. It's been like that for the past few months. I know you guys know a little bit about that, but anyways, let's get started. Alright, so today for you guys, I'm going to be doing my November book haul. So these books are going to be in no particular order. I'm just going to start off by doing the paperbacks and then move on to the hardbacks that I purchased. So the first two books that I'm going to show you are part of a series. I think it's only a duology, and then I think they have just one other book that kind of coincides with it. But the first book is going to be Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and then The Wise Man's Fear. Now, I don't know too much about these, but I heard that they are so wonderful. I heard that, I think it has to do with magic, and that it's very similar to Harry Potter mixed with Arabian Nights. So I'm super excited to see if I like these or not, because Harry Potter is my favorite series. I say that all the time to you guys. Next book that I have, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I don't know too much about this. All I know is that I'm excited to read this. I was supposed to read this for the month of October, but like I said, my reading has just been like a little bit down, so I will eventually get to this. The next book I have was sent to me actually for review by Entangled Teen. They sent it to me in ebook form, and I went out and purchased the physical book because I wanted to support the author, and that is The Book of Ivy by Amy Inkle. I've already read this. I'm going to get a review of it as soon as I can. I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's a great book for a start of a series. It's a dystopian novel. It's like 50 years after the war ended, so this one was really good, and I absolutely love the characters in this book, especially Bishop Latimer. This next book that I got came from an author, and his name is Nicholas Mason. The book is called The Subversion Complex. I heard this has to do with what he told me. It's supposed to be kind of like sci-fi mixed with dystopian. I read the back of it and it seems super interesting, so I cannot wait to pick it up. But I will just read you the synopsis off the back. Alright, a prisoner on death row has effortlessly escaped from the most secure detonation facility on Earth and is on the loose in the suburbs of Washington, D.C., looking for someone, his target. A brilliant computer scientist named Annalise McLean, who has just been promoted to the top of the Homogen Initiative, a company founded to further the human species by manufacturing its children for it. However, the government of the United States of America wants its prisoners back and has launched an intensive manhunt to arrest him, for the prisoner is not only a deadly soldier, he also carries with him a secret so potent that its exposure will threaten to destroy everything both Annalise and the government have worked so hard to create. In this early 22nd century tale of politics, violence, and decayed morality, in a world that has abandoned the work of children to scientists, Annalise must decide which is worth more in the end, her own demons and ideology, or the truth of the prisoner's message. When I read this, I was like, oh my god. At first, I wasn't so sure about it. I was like, am I really gonna like this? He asked me if I wanted to do a review for him. I was like, I didn't know if I was 100% sure because my reading's just been so meh. But I'm so happy I had him send this to me, because just reading the back of it, it sounds super duper interesting. This next book I purchased because I've been in sort of a historical fiction kick, and that is going to be Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wein. I'm super excited. I know this has to do with war and like the year 1943, so I am super duper excited to read this. I've been loving historical fiction lately. It might just because it's wintertime and I just want to curl up with just an interesting book. The next book that I got is Midwinter's Blood by Marcus Sedgwick. I have not read a Marcus Sedgwick book yet, but I am super excited to read something by him. I know this has to do with an island and something else. I'm not 100% sure. You guys know how I like to go into books not knowing anything. So yes, all I know is that Reagan over at Peruse Project loves Marcus Sedgwick, so I'm really excited to read this here. Alright, now to get into my hardback books that I purchased. Book that I bought is going to be The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender by Leslie Walton. Again, I don't know what this is about too much. I do know that it's about a girl that is born with wings, so, and that's where it ends. That's all I know about it, but I heard it's just a beautiful story, so I can't wait to read it. This next book is one that everybody, especially in the booktube community, has been waiting for a long time, and that is The Retribution of Mara Dyer by Michelle Hodkins. I have not read the series. I know I need to get onto it, but I wanted to have the complete series, and now I do, so I will be able to marathon them when I am ready. And then also I got a little surprise which I wasn't expecting, and that is it's signed by her, so I am going to cherish this forever. Next book that I have is going to be a middle grade book, but I've been wanting to read it for a long time, and that is The Invention of Hugo Cabret by Brian Selznick, and I've heard nothing but great things. Is the Caldecott Medal is what it's won. So it's just beautiful. Not to mention the graphics that are in this are just gorgeous. It seems like a long book, but there's just a ton of pictures in there. All I know about this so far is that it's about a boy who lives in, I think, a train station. Yeah, he lives in the Paris train station, so I'm super excited to read this. I'm probably going to read it to my boys. It'll give me an excuse to get to it sooner. This next one was one of my high anticipations of the year, and that is 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. I've been wanting to read this for quite a while when I learned about it through Epic Reads, and I can't wait to get to it. This next book has to do with my historical fiction kick, and that is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. All I know is this is centered in Paris, and I think the year is like 19, let me see, it doesn't give me the year, but I know it has to do with a young girl and her father centered in Paris, and I just know that it's a historical fiction, so I will be getting to this soon. I think I will be reading this for December because there is a read-along. And I will link the information for the read-along below. These next two books I am so excited for, and I found them in a hardback. I've been waiting to find them in a hardback, and when I saw them, I immediately picked them up. I was not leaving them there. And that's going to be Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and then also the second book, Rebel Springs by Morgan Rhodes. I kind of want to dive into these starting today because my reading slump has been so horrible. I need a good fantasy that's going to get me out of it. Okay, this next book, I have been so excited for it to come out. Even though I own the series, I didn't have this one in hardback, so I was waiting for this to come out, and that is Divergent, the collector's edition. I wanted this so bad, so now I have all my books by Veronica Roth in hardback, so I'm super duper excited about this. If you guys have not read this series yet, you need to. I absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorites. So these next 4 books I did for, they had a Black Friday deal going on with Barnes & Noble, to where they had so many author signed books. So I knew I had to save my money, and I had to go and get them because I was so excited, because these are not just your average authors. These are a lot of our favorite ones, so I went and picked up a few. So the first book that I got is going to be Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, and this is actually the collector's edition, and it's signed by her. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, I actually Instagrammed this last night. I was so excited about it. Next book, I've been wanting to read this for a long time, and I've been holding off on it. I'm kind of glad I did because they had the signed copy of it, and that is Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld. Let's see, and then here's his signature there. So yes, I can't wait to delve into this. All I know is this, I think, follows like 2 points of views. It follows the writer, and then it also follows her story that she's writing. So I'm excited to see how I like it. This next book is actually being turned into a movie. I think it comes out next year, so I'm super excited to read this. It's been on my TBR for quite a long time, and that is The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Let me see here. And it's got his signature in here. So I know it's about aliens, and that's all I know. And I love aliens, so I can't wait to read this. Last but not least, this book has 3 authors' signatures in it. I was so flippin' excited when I seen it. I was not planning on buying this book, but I guess it made sense because it was part of my collection, and that is The Bane Chronicles. It's written by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Morin Johnson. And I thought it was only going to be signed by Cassandra Clare, but when I opened it up, it had all 3 of them in there, so imagine my excitement when I saw this. I knew I had to pick it up. Alright guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I will be making some more videos for you, so hang in there with me. Thank you so much for being patient again. I'm sorry it took me so long to get another video up. I just needed a break to kind of regroup and get my strength back. Alright, one other thing before I go, I wanted to have you guys comment in the section below and let me know what books you've read out of the ones that I just showed you, and then let me know if they're good or not, because I'm dying to know your opinions, but please no spoilers as per usual. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.